Getting ready, getting ready at the dance floor. So turn the lights on.
Hey folks, hi, this is Gigi. This is an overkill, right? Because you know, it is the 4th of July. It is a happy birthday, 250th happy birthday to our United States of America. So, Gigi had to represent, man. That's all I'm saying. I did an outfit of the day. It's all about the shoes. I'm just saying. But anyway, we're going to be going to my brother's house. He does a really nice spread for the 4th. But I wanted to do my drop before the weekend and the day and all that got away from me because it is Monday and I am taking it easy because it's still early. But this is a cold foam, salted caramel, cold brew. There you go. Cheers, folks. Happy 4th of July to you all. Well, that's good. Taking it easy. They want to start with craziness yet. You know, we got to be safe and sane. Well, you know, whatever sane is on 4th of July, because I know. Anyway, let's go ahead and drop some money. We're going to see how much money we're going to be dropping today. And I hope you all folks are going to be having a great 4th of July. Like I said, my brother does a really good spread, but his area doesn't have as many fireworks as we do. We get a ton of fireworks, legal and illegal. I'm just saying. So, for a few years before this is probably the 3rd year we're going up there to see my brother and surprise. There's a picture from last year. Because we would have my folks come down here for 4th of July, and Big Dog we usually grill, and we sit out in our front yard. We'd have no charge, man, no charge, because that's how many fireworks we would have. All right, let's see how much money we're dropping today. Okay, let me get my calculator, make sure I don't mess up. And this time I do have my overhead camera on. You know, Gigi just gets kind of spaced sometimes. Anyway. And for safety measures, I have this camera on, and I got that camera on. But my Sony seems to be doing pretty good. It's just me that got to remember to put it on. You know what I mean? All right, here we go. 50. So let's do 50. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. There's 60. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. There's 30. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And $7. 147. Hey, you know, every little bit counts. So, how was everybody's week? Look, it wasn't too bad. You know, the past couple of weeks don't seem to be flying by. I've been busy. You know, I've been doing my pin. Hey, did you see my video about my stat chat? 38,000. I've been, as far as impressions on Pinterest, I've been hitting 40,000 for the past couple days, but the thing is I have to be consistent in order to end the month with 40,000. And that was a goal that Cloud gave me, to hit 40,000. So I'm really pleased with how that's coming along. I've dropped a link down below. If you guys are interested, that's fine. I appreciate all your support, because me talking about that, being consistent about these money drops, my numbers are going up. So thank you very much out there in YouTube land. No, folks, I appreciate that. All right. We're going to go ahead, and I think we're going to close one out here. And then we'll talk about smile money. You know what I mean? Jelly bean? Okay, so let's see here. I think we have one. Yep. We're going to close this one out for $100. $100. We'll go ahead and get that here. That wasn't too bad. And then we're going to start this one next week. That wasn't too bad. See, and I don't know. These seem to go by pretty fast for me. So now I've got $100 here. Let me get that's 20 that we're going to put in there. 20. And now we have $100 to do something with. Let me go ahead and put the date. I'm so excited. We're closing this one out. 7-4. Oh, that's a brand new pen. Sorry about my hand right there. All right. Let's see here. July 4th. 26. I don't know what that pin's doing up there anyway. So we'll get the money. So that one's closed. We'll start this one tomorrow. That's great. Happy about that. That one's there. Check my glasses. I know you guys are watching. All right. So here's the money for that savings challenge that we just completed. It's $100. So So we're gonna see. Just get my money organized, like Mama says. And yeah, so I'll probably be leaving here because I wanted to talk to you before we left. So I'll probably be leaving here a couple hours. So it's, like I said, still early. Nothing before noontime. Gigi don't drink before noon, so that's why we're having a cold brew. Oh, you know what's back? The s'mores frap. You know, Starbucks has the s'mores frap. The first time I ever had it was back in Pennsylvania. My son actually took me and he bought me my first s'mores frap. And it was like, I couldn't get enough of them. And it's a seasonal drink, just like the pumpkin spice. And anytime I went back there, whenever it was available, he'd always get me one. And then when I'd come home and if they're available, I always got myself one. And then they stopped selling them for about, I'd say it's been a few years, at least 3 years. And my daughter-in-law sent me a text saying, the s'mores are back. I've already had 2. I'm just saying, okay. So what did we do for June? We closed out with savings for June, $1,010. That's pretty darn good. I'm really pleased with that because I was much more consistent than I had been because I was traveling during this time. And I finally settled down. And like I said, it was 1,006 in May, 1,010. We want to get that higher because my goal would be like to save $10,000. So we got a ways to go. Right now we'd be at $3,000, a little over $3,000. But anyway, that's good. $1,000 in a month. That's great. All right. So now let's go over here. Smile money. Went to the dentist, and Big Dog's teeth are already paid for. It's a periodontal treatment. I think I have maybe 2 payments left to pay for that. And of course, he talked to me about this implant that I've been kind of putting off. Well, I agreed to go ahead and get it in because I kind of hemmed and hawed whether or not I was going to have that implant put in. But after talking to him, and I didn't realize I had already paid for the graphene on the tooth, so might as well just get it done. But man, that sucker's expensive. It's going to be like almost $4,000 for one tooth. Big Dog's was a little bit more than that, but he had a whole set of teeth. So I go in October. My goal is to save $100 to put towards a bill when I go in there in October. What's really good about it, my insurance does pay because if I didn't have insurance, it'd be over $10,000. So, we're going to work on getting most of that money taken care of before the end of the year. But what's nice with my dentist's office, it's 0 interest, so that's nice. So, you know what that means? That means this $100 is going to be going in smile money because we just got to, as much as I would like to put it in Christmas, I want to get that smile money taken care of. So let's see here. If these are 15, let's see here. 15 times 6 equals 90. Okay, so let's go ahead and put 90 here. That's cool. That was easy. Yeah, I was talking to the dentist and he was telling me he's a really good guy. Because I was telling him about my sister. She's not having anything down about her. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And yet my sister-in-law, she's had an implant, 1. And her dentist was basically telling her everything my dentist was telling her. Which is like the reasons why you want to get the implant. So, I said, okay. Is this it? Which one am I using? No, it's this one here. So let's put 90. 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90. All right. So I said, okay, doc. So scheduling in. So October 5th, I go in and they're going to do the implant. What are you going to do? You just suck it up, Gigi. You just suck it up. And I know my teeth will be healthier, and I really do have, I think I have nice teeth, right? I got my dad's smile, my dad's teeth. Aside from the 3 had to get fixed because of a motorcycle accident. That's a whole other story. All right, so let's go ahead. We're going to put a little bit of money here. I think I want to finish that off. So let's see here. Let's do 10 and 15 for that one, and we'll put another 30 here. Let's get rid of these ones. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 30. Okay, there we go. That's a little bit of money. So we should have 30, 45 here, right? Right. Okay, let's count it. Just to make sure. 10, 45 is what we're looking for, folks. 10, 20, 30, 40. Yep. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. Oh, get an extra 5, and then let me count it again, because you know Gigi can get confused sometimes. 10, 20, 30, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45. There we go. So we're going to cover this up for the 30 and the 15 that went here. So let's go ahead. Let's do pink, pink, pink. So that's what we're going to do, and we're just going to kind of see how it goes from there. You know, I'm not, sometimes you just got to do what you got to do. So anyway, been busy making videos and playing with AI and Claude and ChatGPT, and did go to the gym this week. I should have gone, I just didn't go. My knees just were not cooperating. You know, I want to feel solid. I want to feel comfortable when I go, but sometimes that's not the way it happens. Okay, let's go ahead and put that in there. Little money in there. Big dog, let's see. Let's see what we can do for you first. We got to do Christmas money. And I think I want to drop 50 in there. Yep. Do 50 because I'm telling you Christmas is going to be here before we know it. Do purple in here. So, there's that. Oh, my baby girls are so cute. My daughter and my son both sent me pictures of my girls in their little patriotic costumes. And I thought, where are you at, guys at? You gotta be here with Gigi so I can take a picture with my girls. They're so cute. All right, let's put some money in here. Let's start getting some bigger numbers. 10, 20, 30. Let's do 30 because I would like to try to, if I can get at least half, that's an extra $2,500 that I have in here. But by the end of the year, if I could do it all, that'd be great. So anyway, because we have plans that me and Big Dog been talking about, but I'm not going to share that yet. Keep you in suspense. You know. Let's see here. Let's do this here. Is that right? Ah, Gigi, it's up here. I always get this messed up. I did that last time too. So it's 30 up there. So have you seen? There's supposed to be like crazy fireworks up there in Washington D.C., but it's been so freaking hot. And Taylor Swift, she got married. Not good for her. Her and Travis. USA still doing solid. That's great. Let's see. Can we give Big Dog a little bit of money? I know he's been looking for a little bit of money. Let me see what we can do here. I think we can get a little bit. Just a little bit. Let's see here. 5, 6, 7, 8. And we're going to save this for next week. What I find interesting, I think I may have talked about this last week, is how many, I've been watching some of these reels about the foreigners that have been here visiting and how they think how great the United States is, you know, just the way we are, our foods, and, you know, I think they're kind of surprised by what they see when they come out here, which I think it's great. It gives us a new eye to kind of look at where we're at. Because the reality is, not everybody gets this. We're very fortunate to live here. I'm very proud to be an American. You know, you hear, you know, I kind of wrote about this in a blog. I'll put the link down below. You know, we're just like a family. We got good, bad, and the ugly, you know? And we just have to try to find a way to get along. Because the thing is, we've been here 250 years. And the thing is, somehow or another, we just try to figure it out, you know? And I believe that, I think that's it for today on that. So that means we get to chat now. And I believe, just like everything else, it's cyclical. The one thing that my housing director has always told us, that the only thing that's constant in life is change. And that's true. Because even nature changes. You know, the moon pulls the ocean tide. Hold on a second, let me shut this off. The moon pulls the ocean tide. Of course, the sun goes up, and the moon, it goes down, the moon goes up, and then the sun comes up. You know, it's a cyclical. Season cyclical. Weather changes. You know, just like life. It's always going to change. And, you know, the U.S. has seen many times that it's been good, bad, and ugly. And just indifferent. And just like now, I hear some people now getting real excited about celebrating the 250th year of our country's birthday. But, they may still go out there and look at fireworks and grill. And that's okay, because you know what? That they get to have that opinion. They get to share that. They get to say that here. And for me to even say that as a female, if I'm in another country, I may not even be able to say that. So the thing is that sometimes we have to just take pause and appreciate where we're at, because we are fortunate to be here. Why are so many people wanting to come here? You hear about all the people that want to try to leave, but how many people really are trying to come in? You know what I'm saying? So really, we are very fortunate, and I feel fortunate. I'm glad that I'm here, and I was born here, and I'm second generation Mexican American. My grandmother, when she came, she had 17 kids. My dad was number 15. My grandmother was proud to be a U.S. citizen. She went through the process, became a U.S. citizen. My dad was first generation. I'm second generation. So I'm proud of my family history. And the thing is, we all have a history. We all have a story, because we come from very many different places. But the thing is, somehow or another, we kind of make this work. And sometimes we kind of get stuck in the stagnant kind of stuff that's going on. But the thing is, it changes. It's going to shift. And we just have to be ready for it when it shifts. That's all. Nothing to get excited about. We do what we can do. We try to do our best. Because if we do our best and throw that energy out there, guess what? That's what comes back at us. You know what I mean? So anyway, I think that's all I wanted to say today, because I know it's 4th of July. I don't want to keep you guys waiting too long. I know it's Monday, but I'm still 4th of July time. Right? Okay, folks. So until next time, you know what Gigi says? Gigi says, tits up, be fierce. Just have yourself a good time. And until next time, ciao. See you, folks. Thanks for stopping by.